Did you hear that? No. I said, did you hear that? Am I the only one hearing it? If you can't hear it, listen a bit harder. Because I hear the cries of the sons and the daughters. You see, they crying for help. They long for their freedom. And believe it or not, you have the key that can free them from their burdens and pains, to unlock their chains. Listen, please listen. They scream on your name for help. Can't you hear it? Can't you hear their chains shaking? For most of us, freedom's given, but sometimes it's got to be taken. But if you can't hear the cries in your ear, then listen to this. More than 1 million children will be forced into prostitution this year. What if it was your child, your nephew or niece, or maybe the little girl that lives right down the street? This child's innocence is taken. They have on a tight leash. While you're fast asleep, they're forced to sleep with someone twice their age. Good grief. What? I'm just stating facts. I'm not up here trying to preach. See, they need peace of mind. It's relief that they seek. Human trafficking sells girls and boys like they toys on a shelf, and we sit back and think it's gonna go away by itself? Well, it's not. This just ain't right. Let me give you some advice. You need to think twice before you think you can put a price on a life. Because whether we like it or not, human trafficking is modern day slavery, and the victims of it are crying, saying, "Why aren't you saving me?" I'm gonna tell you something. Quite frankly, it's sick to say. But for a man in Amsterdam, sex was just one click away. And the very same day he clicked, a 14-year-old girl was stripped from her own home and shipped across the country for his pleasure. Get this, she don't even know. People like this are used, spiritually bruised, they have gashes, but the God that I serve would gladly exchange beauty for ashes. You know, I find it kind of funny. We're supposed to be like Christ, imitate his life, right? Our light's supposed to show. Then how come when some of us see a prostitute, we see the lowest of the low? Because if I remember correctly, but correct me if I'm wrong, Christ and the prostitutes, didn't they get along? Remember when Mary, with her own tears, washed Jesus' feet? He looked past what she did beneath the sheets and saw the person she could be. He knew even in her sin that he created her for a purpose. Christ looks on the inside, so why do we only see the surface? So no matter who the person is, the light still needs to be shown. But if you still see these women as trash, then by all means, you throw the first stone. No. See, it's time to arise and go all throughout the land with a force that not even the gates of hell can withstand. From Fresno to Florida, Africa to Amsterdam, we as the church need to extend our hands. Human trafficking ends now. It can't linger any longer. The change which Satan placed on this thing is strong, but our God is stronger. Church, it's time to arise. I said it's time to awaken and take back in which Satan has once taken. But there's no time to be wasted. There's no time to stall. I'm sure by now you've heard the cries, but it's up to you to answer the call.